Hello everyone, my name is Sukhpreet Singh and today we'll discuss the final case analysis. Let us discuss the overview of the case. In this case, Simon Construction Company had two divisions, with Simon as the president of the roofing division and John responsible for modular manufacturing division. John was virtually adopted by Simon, managed all the operations of the manufacturing division, and engaged in various fraudulent activities for 9 years, draining 60 million pesos from the company. The evidence was plentiful, showing that John rigged bids, paid kickbacks to purchasing agents, set up dummy companies, manipulated inventory accounts, and diverted trucking bills to his side business. Simon had no control over John's operations, and the internal auditor was asked not to interfere. The fraud was discovered when Simon noticed the reported losses and had a violent argument with John. So, what is the statement of the problem of this case? The lack of internal control in the modular manufacturing division allowed John and his accomplice, secretary, to engage in fraudulent activities such as rigging bids, taking kickbacks, and stealing inventory, resulting in losses of 60 million pesos for Simon Construction Company. The Ishikawa diagram clearly shows the 5 elements which resulted to the main problem. First is the methods, which includes fraudulent practices by John and his secretary. Second is the man, which includes lack of integrity for John and his secretary. Third is management, which includes lack of internal control by Simon. Fourth is materials, which includes inflated prices due to the actions of John. And lastly, measurement, which includes the inaccurate accounting system because the regular audit was removed by John. All this causes the main problem, that is 60 million pesos loss to the Simon Construction Company. So after discussing the problem, what are the possible causes of action, or possible courses of action rather? The first possible course of action is to terminate John from his job and take legal action to recover the funds. This option involves terminating John and his secretary from the company and pressing charges for their fraudulent activities. This would send a clear message that such activities are not tolerated and would prevent future fraudulent activities by other employees. However, this may result in the loss of experienced personnel and may harm the company's reputation. Second is to implement a strong internal control system. This option involves implementing a strong internal control system that includes segregation of duties, regular audits, and strict adherence to accounting standards. This would prevent fraudulent activities and ensure accurate financial reporting. However, this may be costly and time-consuming to implement. Third is to hire a third-party auditor. This option involves hiring an independent auditor to conduct regular audits of the modular manufacturing division. This would provide an objective assessment of the division's operations and detect any fraudulent activities in the future. However, this may be an expensive option and may not prevent fraudulent activities entirely. So finally, what is the recommendation? Based on the analysis, the best solution for Simon Construction Company is to terminate John and the secretary from the company and press charges for their fraudulent activities. This would send a clear message that such activities are not tolerated and would prevent future fraudulent activities by other employees. Simon Construction Company should also implement a strong internal control system, including segregation of duties and internal audits to prevent these kind of fraudulent activities in the future. This would be all. Thank you for listening and see you next time.